Hey folks, how are you? Happy Thursday evening. It is about 5:15 p.m. over here in central Pennsylvania. Uh, Sorry I didn't get a good morning video out there today. My friend Nancy said, "Where's the good morning video?" So I'm doing a good evening video. Real quick one here. Uh, Last night on the way home I had vehicle trouble. I was 2 miles from my place of employment on a back road, and all of a sudden my hot water gauge, it spiked. It went into the red hot. What the hell? So I was lucky enough to pull over on a side country road, as a matter of fact, and there was an older gentleman, a couple years older than me. I pulled over into his driveway, and he kind of peeked his head out the door. I said, I apologize for bothering you, but my vehicle's overheating. Could I get some water from you? And he was good enough to bring me 2 gallons, single gallons of water. And I popped the hood and all that, and my antifreeze was up, but it wasn't rolling. So I stayed there for a few minutes. Got to meet this gentleman. His name's Charlie. Became friends with Charlie. We talked for a few minutes. He invited me inside. Went in there to stay warm. Come back out, and the temperature gauge went down. So I said, "All right, I'm going to hit the road, Charlie. I'll see you again." I pass this house every day. So I made a new friend, and so I got down to the stop sign, and the damn thing spiked again. And I figured I'm too far to get home. So I went back into Lickdale, and I pulled over there by the Best Western or whatever hotel it was. I don't know. I pulled in there. I needed a place to park the van because I figured I'd have to leave it there all night. Called Carol. She come to pick me up, and of course by then it was 6:30, quarter to 7. When she got there, the vehicle sat long enough where it cooled down, and of course I went into the Best Western or whatever it's called. I don't know. And the lady in there behind the counter, I explained my situation. She said, "No, by all means, come on in and warm up." I said, "Do you have a coffee machine where I could buy a cup of coffee?" "We got free coffee over there. Help yourself." I just made some. So I had a couple cups of coffee while I was waiting for my ride. Carol finally got there. I went over to the van, and it cooled down. So I figured, nope, I'm going to take the chance here. I'm going to drive it to my mechanic. And she followed behind me. I got it to the mechanic. He wasn't there, obviously. So I left a voicemail. He got in touch with me today. I'd say maybe 25, 30 minutes ago. He said, "Ralph, everything's fine. I brought it inside to the shop here. I checked your antifreeze. He says it was a little low, but nothing drastic. He says I topped it off. I brought it into the garage here. Let the motor run for about an hour. He says, your gauge is fine. You're throwing heat." I said, "I don't know. What do you think it is?" And he goes, "Well, with the weather the way it is, you could have had an air pocket." And I said, "Yeah, Charlie told me that." He goes, "But I went over on each side, there's bleeders, all right," which I didn't know, on these hoses. And he bled them, and he says there was no air coming out. He goes, "But just pick it up tomorrow, drive it home." I said, "What do I owe you?" He goes, "You don't owe me nothing." I said, "I'll square up with you tomorrow. Nobody works for nothing. So I'll give him something, for time is money. He said, "Take it home." He says, "If it acts up again, bring it in." He says, "Maybe we'll have to change the thermostat. Let's see what happens." I said, "Okay, fine, we'll do that." And that's my story for the day, okay? The adventures of the traveling Ralph van, okay? If it wasn't for my DJ business, believe me, I wouldn't own the van. I was talking to my son earlier, RJ, and I said, "You know what? If this van turns out to be something really bad, especially since I drove it and it was warm or hot. I think that's an aluminum engine, aluminum block. I could be sucking up to buy a new motor." I told him I might have to bite the bullet, and I'll look for a Subaru. I've always been a Subaru guy, and I won't buy a new one, but I'll buy one that's about 3 or 4 years old that was on a lease. That way all the depreciation's on it and all that crap, and I should get a pretty good deal. Not something I wanted to do at 65 years of age, but if I got to bite the bullet and buy one, that's what I got to do. And I should probably get one anyway, so it's just a matter of time. All right, folks, that's all I got to say right now. All right, I'm having my little adult beverage. I'm allowed to have one of these, all right? I'm going to go back on my carb diet now. We're almost finished with our leftovers here, mashed potatoes and stuff like that. I figured I got to finish all that up. Once that's done, I got to go back on my low carbs, okay? All right, folks. Oh, and today's my anniversary, by the way. 2 years as of today that I am smoke-free. And I only know that because one of my memories came up and told me, on Facebook there. But last night, ironically, I'm sitting here in the kitchen. I was jonesing for a cigarette. I didn't have any, but I still get the cravings every now and then, and they come in strong. They don't stay long, but they do come in. And I'm lucky. I'm breathing better, so, and I hope I can stick with it. And you people that are thinking about quitting smoking, by all means, do it. Lisa, Kellen, I'm hoping that you quit. You told me you did a number of months ago. I hope you're still on the wagon there, all right? And any of you guys that are trying to quit, God bless you and good luck. All right, folks, friends, family members, I love you guys. Treat your family good. Your kids, your relatives, your in-laws, your outlaws, your neighbors, your grandkids, because we're not guaranteed tomorrow. Keep on smiling. Cheers in Nostrovia. Have a great day. Have a great evening, right? I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And I apologize for not getting this good morning video out, but I had a lot on my plate. I'll try to do better tomorrow if I can. Love you guys. Smile.